Okay, a little quick video time. I just got this in from Germany. This is something I've been wanting for over a decade. I actually got it in the box, which wasn't that important to me, but it's a nice plus. The guy wanted 250-ish euros, whatever it was to American money, and I lowballed it, and I got it for 100. Well, once plus shipping it's makes a bit of a difference, but it took from the 18th to the 29th to get here, which, yeah, you can, yeah, I want things instant, I'm a millennial, whatever. But I'm going to open this up, and we're going to have a look inside, if Discord decides to be quiet. Ooh, packing peanuts. Yeah, it has address on it, so hopefully that didn't come through. Thank you, Michael, if you see this video. So it looks like the accessories are outside the bag. It's okay. Let's get to the side for a moment. Damn it. Shut up. Da-da-da. Cancel it. It's an Asus motherboard. Let's see. And I am a fan of dual CPU systems. I don't know how I got into it. I just did, and it's something I've had since, well, quite a while. This is the Asus TRL-DLS. It's something I've been looking for a better part of a decade. There are 3 versions of this board. One made by Intel. It's the SDS2. There's another made by Taiwan. I think it's called the. I have one of them. It is the Thunder 2500, something like that. And then there's the Asus board, and this is the Asus. Even has a little terminator here for the second CPU. This is for dual tualatins. Is based off the HE or the ServerWorks HESL chipset. So it has 3 independent PCI buses and dual channel SD RAM, up to 6 gigabytes. So yeah, a Pentium 3 with 6 gigs of RAM and triple PCI buses. The first 3 slots here are bus number 1. The green slot is its own bus, but it shares it with the SCSI. The green slot also signifies you can put a RAID 0 card in here and have SCSI RAID. And the third PCI bus is for all the miscellaneous on the little one down here. So I think one of the Ethernet cards is on this, the little stuff is on this. But I wanted this because, well, 2 reasons. One, I might be able to overclock some tualatins. The SDS2 did not have the options, and the Taiwan did not have the options. I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to do it with this. That'd be fun. Also, it has better power supply support. So you see it has a 24-pin connection here, and another 4-pin for 12 volt. So even though this is a Pentium 3, it's going to draw off the 12 volt. So I can use a brand new power supply with this with no hiccups at all. Nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this just right now, it's just an unboxing, just to see it. I'm probably going to hook it up, you know, see if she posts. And I mean, it looks practically brand new. There's not a speck of dust on it anywhere, so it's probably sat in this box since it was made in, who the hell knows when, 2001 probably? 2000, in that area? But yeah, let's get her plugged in and turned on. Okay, so, in the box, in that baggie, the first thing that I took out was this stuff here. This what was in the box. We got a terminated SCSI cable, still in the package. A disc for the TRL-DLS. Hooray. Ooh, do they have the sticker inside? Oh well. The manual. For some reason, a disc for the CUR-DLS, which is its... Anyway. So, server management software. A manual for the LSI SCSI part, and a manual for the CUR-DLS. So, I guess there was some mix-up somewhere eventually along things live. So I got 2 sets of manuals, so whatever. ID cables, I/O shield. Relatively standard I/O shield, but yeah. Alright, so I'm going to stick some RAM in this, stick a couple processors in, plug it in, and see if she chooches. This uses PC133 DIMMs, ECC registered. What I have here is some I pulled out of my drawer. These are 256 megs. Oh wait, oh crap, that's a PC100. 2. I got 5. Shit. What was this one? PC100. Okay, so it's going to have 5 256 meg sticks instead of 6. I was hoping to stick in all 6, but well. The processors that I have handy right now are tualatins. They are 1.266 gigs. I'm just going to use them just in case the BIOS is old and doesn't support the 1.4. These were good.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
And I got an email from somebody. So we're just going to throw these in just for today. Number 12. Alright, let's supply power. And dink. Well, there's no fire. I hear a beep. She works! She works! Oh no, floppy disk fail. The CMOS battery's low. Tell her to funk it. Looks like wrong amount of memory. Wait. I can't. Okay. Well, it's more than 124. So there's something, maybe it has to have a pair. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Okay, that's probably why. Enable. Isn't gonna let me. Well, I was hoping there'd be. Oh, sorry. I was hoping there'd be some kind of overclocking option. I'm not surprised that there's not, to be perfectly honest. Wait. Okay. Okay, so it's saying DRAM 2 is an error. Okay, so they're saying they can't make a pair of bank 3. That makes sense, okay. Yeah, whatever. So it works. What I've noticed on here is down here on this board in this spot here is a place for jumpers, or a little switch, like a switch there. And that switch is labeled, I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but it's labeled clock switch. So I might be able to install a switch there and do a little overclocking. But other than that, the board's working perfectly. It's BIOS revision 3. I think that's, I don't know which one it is. But yay, I'm happy. Huzzah! Okay, just a few notes about the memory. Yes, I have looked it up here in the manual. It does specifically indicate it must be installed in identical pairs. So it is full dual channel memory, so it's double the bandwidth of regular PC-133. It is along the lines of DDR, so you could say this is a DDR dual tualatin. I also wanted to, go over a little bit. I'll probably pop up with an actual the screen thing, but basically the way this board, the chipset is this chipset controls dual channel memory, dual CPU, and the 3 PCI buses. The two of the PCI buses, these 4 slots here, actually go through the Southbridge chip. I think it's either this one or this one of these two. It might actually be this one. Well, either way, one of these 2 chips, but all 3 buses can talk to each other as though it was one big happy family. But you get these 3 here on a 64 or 66 megahertz, 64-bit to this one. You get the 3rd bus, which is just this slot, and the 160 megabit SCSI dual channel. So that's on there by its own lonesome. Up here you get the 2 PCI slots. The 2 10100 network cards are on there, as well as the onboard video, as well as USB, all the other stuff. So basically everything is on the primary. These 2 are on the primary PCI bus, as well as everything else. These 2 come off somewhere between the main bridge and the south bridge, and these have the high bandwidth cards in them. So that was that. This is BIOS version 3. I looked it up, and they are up to 8. I think it's 8. I should have wrote it down. Anyway, so a BIOS update. Maybe it'll allow some overclocking. Who knows? But either way, the board works. So no matter what, I am happy. I don't have proper words for it. All I can say is thank you to the gentleman in Germany that shipped this to me, because the original eBay seller wouldn't even reply to me. He did the legwork in Germany. I want to say thank you very much if you happen to see this. I also want to say thank you to Lickmat, L-I-Q-M-A-T, for facilitating this, putting me in touch with the gentleman in Germany, the whole 9 yards. He is awesome. I owe you a 6-pack, dude, at least. So, again, look forward to more videos. I have a project in mind for this, and it's going to use all 3 of these slots. I'm not going to say much more about it right now, but I have 1.4 gigahertz chips ready. I have 6 1 gig DIMMs ready. So it is going to be fully pimped out by the time I get done with this, and it is going to be epic. There's no other way for it. So thank you again for watching. Thank you again to, I think it's Michael. Did I say Michael? In Germany, and Lickmat, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. This has been Fat Guy with Computers.